Hell hath no fury like a blue blood scorned. Notre Dame has spent the last 48 hours firing blame in every possible direction after being left out of the college football playoff. The system is at fault. The weekly rankings show is at fault. The ACC is at fault. And of course, the bowl game is no longer worth playing, because how could any team possibly continue after such a cruel injustice? But through all the noise, one thing has been missing: anyone at Notre Dame blaming Notre Dame. Starting the season 0-2 is on them. Choosing to open the year with two heavyweight opponents is on them. Stumbling out of the gate in 3 of Marcus Freeman's 4 seasons is on them. Misjudging their personnel early, again, is on them. Accountability is not complicated, but it has been noticeably absent. The contrast with Vanderbilt is almost comical. Both teams finished 10-2. Vanderbilt hovered around the playoff picture but never cracked it, and the message was simple: get better. Notre Dame, with the same record, responded as if it had been betrayed, robbed, and left for dead. Athletic Director Pete Bevacqua has been everywhere this week, voicing frustration across multiple platforms. To his credit, many of his critiques of the selection process are valid. The committee did paint one picture for 5 weeks, then unveiled an entirely different one at the end. But when asked what the program could do differently to avoid this fate, Bevacqua's answer was essentially nothing. Just beat Miami. Just beat Texas A&M, otherwise, flawless. That mindset says everything. History has shown that the penultimate rankings are never a guarantee. TCU learned it in 2014. Florida State learned it in 2023. Nothing is real until the final list appears, and Notre Dame should have known that. The real controversy, if they want one, lies with Alabama. A shaky win over a losing Auburn team somehow earned the Tide a bump from 10th to 9th, while Notre Dame, fresh off blowing out Stanford, dropped behind them. It made no sense then, and it set up the chaos that followed. Once Alabama stayed afloat and BYU fell out, Notre Dame and Miami were staring at each other with identical records. The head-to-head should have decided it cleanly. Instead, the committee's convoluted process created the opening for a late flip. Notre Dame has every right to question the system. But it also needs to own the part that mattered most. The season didn't collapse on Selection Sunday. It collapsed in September. And until the Irish admit that, this cycle will repeat.